credit warriors, welcome to the show, and we have a packed video for you today. We are going to be looking at 3 credit cards that have a 100,000 point bonus, 170,000 point bonus, and 180,000 point bonus. There's a new transfer partner for Bilt points, that popular credit card that you can pay your rent with, and there is a new status match promotion between Marriott and Singapore Airlines Kris Flyer, where you can actually get Star Alliance Gold status. And we'll also be releasing the Chase Freedom 5% earning categories for Q1 of 2024. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for new videos on how to earn a load of extra value from credit cards pretty much every other day on my channel. My goal with this channel is to make you wealthy, not the banks. Okay, so let's look at these 3 credit cards with sky-high limited time welcome offers. And those would be the Hilton Honors series of credit cards from American Express. If you don't know, welcome offers are when a credit card will offer you a certain amount of points for spending a set amount of money in a certain period of time. In this case, we have 100,000 Hilton points on the Hilton Honors card for spending $2,000 on purchases in your first 6 months, 170,000 points for spending $3,000 in your first 6 months on the Hilton Honors Surpass card, and lastly, on the Hilton Honors Aspire, it's 180,000 points for spending $6,000 in your first 6 months. Now, the value of Hilton points is about half a cent per point. So the values of these bonuses are Hilton Honors card, 100,000 points equals $500. Hilton Surpass card, 170,000 points is equal to $850. That one has a $150 annual fee, by the way. And on the Hilton Aspire card, 180,000 points is equal to $900 in value, and that card has a $550 annual fee. Obviously, if you are smart in how you use the points, you can actually get higher value for them. Now, these cards have all just had a refresh, which is probably why American Express brought in these new limited time welcome offers. On the Surpass, they brought in 4x on online shopping, which is pretty cool, and there's also a quarterly Hilton credit. On the Aspire, there are a load of changes, some good, some bad. I did a whole video going through all of the changes on all of the cards. You can check it out. It looks like this, and you can look for it on the channel. I'll also put it on the end card of this video for you to check out. But anyway, these are limited time offers, and we do know the date when they are ending. That would be January 17th, 2024. So if you're thinking about getting any of these, you need to make up your mind before then. Personally, I have the Hilton Honors Surpass card. It gets me Hilton Gold status, which gets me free breakfast and a load of other perks. The Aspire card is also a very strong value proposal depending on your habits. Even with the new changes, it still gets you Hilton Honors Diamond status, their top status. I had Diamond status for a while since I had Gold from the Surpass and the Amex Platinum, and then enough stays on top of that to get me to Diamond. I think they lowered the bar during the pandemic. That's why I got it. And Diamond status got me really cool stuff like a suite upgrade at the Conrad in Las Vegas. It got me a corner room upgrade at the Conrad in DC. I'm into Conrads. And the Hilton Honors Aspire gives you a Hilton free night, usable at almost any Hilton property every year, including your first year of card membership. All right, let's move on to our next story. Bilt, the popular credit card that lets you pay rent to any landlord. Yes, you heard that correctly. Even if your landlord doesn't accept cards, you pay them with the card and then they send a check on your behalf. Anyway, Bilt has a load of transfer partners already, including American Airlines and Hyatt Hotels, but they have just added another one, Avianca. Now, Avianca is the largest Colombian airline, and they are in Star Alliance too, so you can use Avianca miles to book Star Alliance airlines, including US airlines like United. You could also do Lufthansa first class to Europe, for example, with Avianca miles. You do really need to research it thoroughly, though, to make sure you're getting good value for your miles, and make sure you find award availability before transferring your miles over to Avianca, all right? I don't want you to get stuck with unusable miles. There's a great article on upgraded points by the legendary Stephen Au. That guy is a powerhouse in his research. But anyway, it gives you 30 best uses for Avianca miles. I'll put a link to the article somewhere down below. There is a load of useful stuff in there if you're thinking of taking advantage of this promo. Points do transfer at a 1-to-1 ratio, and this is live right now. So if you have the card, you can go and check it out in your account. If you don't, I will put a link to the Bilt card down below somewhere in the description, along along with other links to all of the things that I've talked about in this video. All right, now we have a new promotion between Marriott and Singapore Airlines, and then we'll get into talking about the Chase Freedom quarterly categories for the first quarter of 2024. But first, guys, if you are watching this video, I know that you take building and maintaining your credit score seriously, so you can apply for these super beneficial financial products that we talk about on our show. You don't want scammers getting hold of your information and opening accounts in your name, and thus trashing your credit score. And that is why I have partnered with Aura, the sponsor of today's video. They are an all-in-one identity protection and credit monitoring service. They constantly reach out to data brokers on your behalf to get your information off the internet. For example, there are 62 different people called Ben Hedges on the site truepeoplesearch.com. If you click in, you can see their full address, phone number, even what their house looks like on Google Maps. It's really creepy. Oh, Ben Hedges in Illinois has a trampoline. Anyway, not one of those 62 people is me because I have Aura and my data has been removed. It's the same with robocalls. I used to not answer the phone when I saw a number with the same area code, and I've missed important calls because of it. But now, because of Aura, I've noticed a decrease in annoying robocalls. Aura actually does like 6 things in one: identity and credit monitoring, password manager, antivirus protection, it's a VPN which keeps your data safe online, there's home title monitoring, and like we've said, data broker removal. And since you get all those things together, it is way cheaper than if you signed up to all of those services individually. So you can either let people continue to exploit and profit off of your private information, or you can go to aura.com/Ben Hedges to start your 2-week free trial of their service. It's also linked in the description section below. All right, so there is a new status match promotion between Marriott and Singapore Airlines. If you are Ambassador, Titanium, or Platinum with Marriott, you can get an instant status match to Singapore Airlines Silver status, which also gets you Star Alliance Silver. Now, Silver doesn't really get you much with Star Alliance. It does get you things like 25% more miles and seat selection on Singapore Airlines, and normally you would need to collect 25,000 miles to get it. But the really cool thing about this promotion is if you get Silver status through being Marriott Platinum, for example, you can then take just 4 paid Singapore Airlines flights in 6 months to get gold. And Singapore Airlines Gold correlates with Star Alliance Gold, and that then gets you priority check-in, priority baggage handling, lounge access, and priority boarding on all Star Alliance airlines. And that lasts for 12 months. Now I'll show you how to sign up for this promotion. You go to this landing page, and I'll paste this below somewhere with the other links. You sign into your Marriott Bonvoy account, and then you enter your Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer number, and that's it. Now here you can see, because I'm only Marriott Gold, which I got from the Amex Platinum, I get offered a different deal, and that is an upgrade to Silver after 2 paid flights with Singapore Airlines. Now, that's not really worth it for me, I won't bother, but you know, if you did have the higher status with Marriott, it might be worth it. This one in general, you know, some people are gonna find it useful if you're planning a trip to Asia via Singapore, and some people won't, so your mileage may vary. All right, let's now look at the Chase Freedom categories for quarter 1 of 2024. And if you don't know, the popular credit card, the Chase Freedom, which was actually my first credit card ever, and also the newer Freedom Flex, that's actually the only one that you can apply for now. It has 5% rotating categories where you can earn 5% cash back, which also translates into 5x points per dollar on $1,500 in spending per quarter. The categories for quarter 4 of 2023, so the ones that are active right now, are PayPal, wholesale clubs, and select charities. So you have about 2 more weeks to max them out before the end of the year. The categories for quarter 1 of 2024 are, and you can now activate them in your online account or at a Chase ATM. If you have the Freedom, there's a little pop-up that invites you to activate them when you use your Chase debit card to withdraw cash at an ATM. So have fun with that, guys. Links to all of the stuff that we have talked about are down below. Thanks for watching, guys. My video breaking down the changes to the Amex Hilton cards is on screen now if you want to check it out. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.